Hi, everybody. Welcome to English Digest. I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Tom, and today we're going to continue talking about June Ambrose, okay? I wish we were talking about June Rowan, who was my aunt from Milwaukee.
But nobody wants to talk about your aunt from Milwaukee,
Well,
Tom.
the reason I'd like to talk about her is because she died before I really got to know her.
Oh, that's sad.
And my cousin Anne, who lives in Utah, says a lot of good things about her. But we're not talking about June Rowan in today's program. We're talking about someone by the name of June Ambrose, who is a fashionista. That's somebody who knows a lot about fashion and helps other people look their best.
Yeah, she really does. So she's been doing these makeovers for just average people, the masses, the public, people who aren't celebrities, although she made her name and became famous herself by doing fashion makeovers or being a fashion stylist for some very famous names, you could say, some celebrities. Today, we're going to continue talking about some of her clients that she's helped. In our first program, of course, we focused on Devin, a new mom. And she's going to be helping some more people. For example, a lady named Juanita, which is a Spanish name. Juanita. And then a Ramel. Ramel is Juanita's boyfriend. So let's get going. We're going to talk about some of these clients she has. There's even a client who's recently lost a lot of weight and wants to feel better. So these are fun stories. I would love to get a free makeover. And some of these people, all of these people on the show are getting this makeover for free.
Ooh.
Although, Tom, I'm not sure I'd want to get a makeover on TV so everyone could see maybe how unstylish my clothes were, how ugly my makeup was. I don't know. I would be
Well, if they paid you a lot for it, you'd probably change your mind.
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No.
Okay,
no.
Well, in any case, I'm kind of curious about that person who lost a lot of weight and feels bad about that. Most people who lose weight probably feel very happy about that.
No, when you lose weight, none of your clothes fit anymore. You need help.
Who cares?
See?
We want to be thin. We don't want to be fat, disgusting blobs. So that's my description of myself right now. But in any case, it's all up for you to decide how you want to look. And maybe June Ambrose can help you out with that. So let's get to it, everybody. Let's read the entire contents of our lesson right now. We shall be right back to talk.
With Devin sporting a new look, Ambrose is on her way to see Juanita in East New York. Juanita has a bold sense of style and dresses herself from head to toe in sequins and sparkle. However, Juanita's boyfriend, Ramel, thinks this makes her look like a walking disco ball. It doesn't take long for Ambrose to sense Juanita's growing feelings of resentment against Ramel, so she's quick to get to the bottom of it. Though Juanita loves her style, she knows her outfits can make her seem unapproachable, especially when it comes to work. Even so, Juanita is frustrated that Ramel believes she should change to suit his preferences rather than hers. To find a balance, Ambrose makes it clear that her makeover will not only help bring out Juanita's inner sparkle, but prove to her that she has the strength it takes to change for herself. Next, Ambrose heads to Brooklyn, New York, for a pre-birthday makeover with Tamara. Even though Tamara's recently lost 45 kilograms, she's still carrying some heavy emotional baggage. A traumatizing prank in high school has left Tamara terrified that any compliment she receives is actually meant in jest. Ambrose is briefly struck speechless by Tamara's confession, although she soon recognizes that Tamara needs more than just new clothes, hair, and makeup. She sets to work to convince Tamara of her beauty, both inside and out. With Ambrose's assistance, Tamara's ready for her birthday and ultimately her new beginning. To find out more about how Ambrose transforms Devin, Juanita, and Tamara into fierce fashion warriors, check out TLC's Save My Style this September. Who knows? You might even learn some handy style and confidence tips for yourself.
The time has now arrived for us to discuss the contents of today's lesson. Please listen carefully. Again, we're talking about the fashionista June Ambrose. She helps people look their best, okay? You want to look highly spiffy if you work with June Ambrose. She usually works with celebrities like Mariah Carey and Will Smith and Jay-Z and stuff like that. But now she's working with just regular folks. And last time we talked about Devin and how she helped her out. Well, we've got Devin sporting a new look. So I guess Devin is okay. If you sport something, that means you show it off. Hey, I'm sporting my new sweatsuit. How do you like it? Hey, you're not supposed to wear a sweatsuit. It makes you look like a slob. So she's sporting a new look with some, maybe a nice skirt or something like that. Well, now Ambrose is on her way to see Juanita in East New York. I think East New York is a neighborhood of Brooklyn in New York City.
Doesn't have to be, though, Tom. It could be the east side of Manhattan.
Could be, but when I think of East New York, it makes me think of, well, you know, it's a neighborhood of Brooklyn. It's black there, so
but
there's a lot
they'll say Brooklyn if it's Brooklyn.
Okay, well, East New York is where she's going here, wherever that is. And Juanita has a bold sense of style. If you're bold, that means you're very brave and you're willing to show off. You don't care what people think about you. So you're probably wearing something that gets a lot of attention. Some people might like it. Some people might say, oh, that's just too much. What are you trying to do? And sometimes people are too bold. They might wear too much makeup or perfume, and sometimes it just goes overboard.
Yes. Or maybe they just have some really bright colors, and what they're wearing perhaps is intended to get a lot of attention. So if someone has a bold sense of style, they want people to look at them, right? So she dresses herself from head to toe in sequins and sparkle. Sequins are little pieces of reflective material that we usually wear if we're performing on stage, because you want the light to hit your dress or your outfit on stage and then sparkle because it looks really cool. But I would never wear sequins to work or just on an everyday basis. It would only be if I'm performing. I do own things that have sequins, but they're only for the stage. So she's got a very interesting sense of style, you could say.
Okay, and of course these are sequins, and of course she's got sparkle here. I guess that's being used as a noun here. That would be something that makes you sparkle. I've seen some women put these things on their faces or something near their eyes, so their eyes kind of sparkle as you look at them. So these are different things you can do for fashion. I don't use makeup myself.
No, I hope not.
I don't use sequins. I don't use sparkle. I don't use lipstick. So I don't really know what this stuff is. This is kind of something that only chicks would be interested in.
I don't know. A lot of guys like fashion too. And some of our guys listening have girlfriends. And maybe they want to feel like they know more about fashion and impress their girlfriends with their new knowledge. Pay attention, boys, okay? Now, here's the problem. Juanita has a boyfriend whose name is Ramel. And he thinks her sequins and her sparkly clothes, they make her look like she's a, quote, walking disco ball. Those are his exact words. You know, those big balls that are usually in, I don't know, in what do you call those?
Discos.
In clubs. Well, we don't call them discos anymore, but they're in clubs, dance clubs. We used to call them discos in the 1970s, 1980s. But they're those balls that turn around and they sparkle like crazy. He feels like his girlfriend looks like one of those balls.
Yeah, disco ball has got lots of little square mirrors, okay? And they shine a light on it, and as it spins, it reflects all that light on the walls, and it spins around. Now they use LED lights and stuff like that. So disco balls are kind of
old-fashioned.
Kind of old-fashioned, right? But here, Ramel thinks she looks like a walking disco ball. He thinks it's really gaudy. It's really awful.
Tacky.
It's really tacky.
Like not classy. Tacky is just really
too
low
much.
class.
Yeah, kind of low class. It's like, God, don't you have any fashion sense at all? You look awful. But it doesn't take long for Ambrose to sense Juanita's growing feelings of resentment against Ramel. So I guess Juanita, I should say, thinks, hey, I look pretty good. And Rommel doesn't really have any fashion sense. So if he doesn't like it, then I resent him. So resentment is kind of a feeling you have against someone because they've done something bad to you or they've said something bad to you or something like that. I really resent what you said. That was not nice at all. And resentment here is the noun form.
So Ambrose is watching Juanita and her boyfriend Rommel and kind of the conflict they're having, and she wants to get to the bottom of it, which means you want to understand the whole situation thoroughly and what is really the basic problem. So she wants to get to the bottom of the problem to understand where it's originating. Now, though Juanita loves her style, she knows her outfits can make her seem unapproachable, where they're so shiny and sparkly that maybe people don't want to approach her, don't want to talk to her. Your outfit includes everything, guys. It includes, if you have a shirt and pants on, it would include your earrings, your jewelry, your handbag, your scarf, your shoes. An outfit includes everything.
The whole thing, okay?
Yeah.
So she wears these atrocious outfits, these awful outfits, and she knows that, yeah, I know people don't like it. They make me unapproachable, but I just can't help it. I like to dress this way. If you're unapproachable, that means people just don't want to be close to you. They don't want to talk to you. You're too weird. You're too bizarre. You have kind of a strange personality or something. So she knows that people avoid her when she dresses like this.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to work, especially when it involves work. If you're working at an office, I don't think you should be dressing like that.
No.
It makes you look unprofessional. And of course, your clients probably don't want to hang around with you, and they might want to look for another service from somebody else. So yeah, she knows this is wrong, but as I said, she probably can't really help it. And we'll find out how she sort of resolves this problem in just a couple of seconds. But let's take a break right now and listen to our Chinese teacher.
Hello everyone, my name is Tina. 我们继续来看到我们的时尚教主要帮的第二个客户的名字叫做 Juanita. 我们来看一下，在第二个句子提到 Juanita has a bold sense of style and dresses herself from head to toe in sequins and sparkle. 在这里呢，我们的主角呢，他对于自己的风格是相当的大胆，所以我们用了一个形容词 bold， 也就是有大胆的意思。去发表一个大胆的演说，你就可以说 to deliver a bold speech。而 bold 这个字延伸出来，也会有放肆跟无理的意思。She was hurt by his bold remarks， 解释成为他被他无理的评论所伤害了。而因为我们的女主角呢，她的大胆的时尚风格让她呢常常是从头到脚都用亮片 sequins 以及 sparkle 闪光来装扮自己。而她的男朋友 Rommel 则是称她为是 a walking disco ball， 感觉她好像就是一颗会走路的舞厅球灯一样。这一段的中间提到 It doesn't take long for Ambrose to sense Juanita's growing feelings of resentment against Rommel, so she's quick to get to the bottom of it. 在这里提到 doesn't take long， 也就是不用花太久的时间，时尚教主 Ambrose 就可以感觉到呢 Juanita 对男友逐渐增长的怨恨。在这里的 resentment 就是解释成为愤慨跟愤怒的意思。举个例子来说 Jason did not dare to show his resentment， 解释成为 Jason 不敢表露出他的愤怒，而他对男友的愤怒，我们搭配的介系词则是 resentment against Rommel。而后面所提到的呢 Ambrose 很快的就 get to the bottom of it， get to the bottom 则是有探明或是探究什么的原因的意思。
We're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more June Ambrose, Ready to Save Your Style, Day 2.
We shall now continue with our lesson. Again, we're talking about June Ambrose and how she tries to make people look their best. We're talking about Juanita now in East New York. She dresses in sequins and sparkle. Her boyfriend Ramel doesn't really like this, but she resents that. She thinks, hey, this is my fashion sense. I like this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Ramel, you should be more sensitive. You should understand that I like this kind of stuff. But she does admit that it does make her unapproachable, especially when it comes to work. Now, even so, Juanita is frustrated that Ramel believes she should change to suit his preferences rather than hers. Okay, so she's frustrated. If you're frustrated, that means, well, you're annoyed. You kind of have some distress because you can't achieve something. You can't get it. Things don't work out the way you want them to. You're very frustrated. Sometimes if you're maybe trying to learn how to play the guitar and you just can't understand those scales. You try and you try, but you just can't do it. You just get so frustrated. So she's frustrated. She thinks, hey, Ramel, why do you think I have to change? Okay, I like this. Who are you to tell me how I should dress?
And she's frustrated that Ramel thinks she should change her style to suit him or his preferences rather than her own. Yeah, never dress to please your boyfriend entirely if you don't like it. Now, I would listen to my boyfriend. I'd say, oh, you like that? Okay. If I liked it, great. But I tried to make him happy, but I had to be happy too. Your preference, guys, just means you like something more than something else. You have a greater appreciation or liking for one choice over another choice. I have a preference for walking over running or jogging. I hate jogging, actually. Or I have a preference for red clothes over yellow clothes. That's an example.
Yeah, I guess I can. I like red more than yellow. That's true. I have a preference for blue over red myself. But in any case here, she thinks that her preferences are more important than his preferences. So, of course, they need to compromise to find a balance. Ambrose makes it clear that her makeover will not only help bring out Juanita's inner sparkle, but prove to her that she has the strength it takes to change for herself. So she makes it clear that, yes, Juanita, you do need a makeover. You do need to change everything. It will bring out your inner sparkle, okay? So, yes, indeed, I guess maybe she's not really siding with the guy there, Ramel, but she's kind of compromising. Yeah, maybe the sequins and stuff is a little bit too much. So I've got another idea for you. We're going to find a balance. You need a makeover, a change, and it will bring out your best qualities, your inner sparkle. Sparkle is just something that makes you feel more spectacular, I guess. Sparkle, like a sparkler for fireworks and stuff like that, kind of flames and stuff.
Yeah.
And also to prove to her that she has the strength it takes to change for herself. So, yeah, if you can change yourself, then maybe you'll feel more confident and you don't have to wear those awful clothes. And Ramel will be happy, you'll be happy, and everybody will be happy in the end.
Well, hopefully she doesn't have to wear all those sparkles to feel good about herself. We're going to see. Well, next, we're going to move on to a new client here. June Ambrose, heads to Brooklyn, New York for a pre-birthday makeover with Tamara. So Tamara's birthday's coming up. It's upcoming, you could say. And so she wants to have a makeover before her birthday because it's kind of a special day. Now, here's something about Tamara that's really cool. She's recently lost 45 kilograms. Look at that number. That's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight. She's still carrying, though, some heavy emotional baggage. Now, because it's not real, it's emotional, which means her feelings, she's still carrying around some really, I think, hurtful, destructive feelings inside her. That is what we call emotional baggage. It sounds like she's been hurt in the past and she can't let go of it. She keeps thinking about it and it's harming her.
Yeah, somebody may have done something bad to you and you just can't forget it. So you've got some emotional baggage, or maybe you had a rough breakup and you still can't get over it. So what is this emotional baggage? Well, it says a traumatizing prank in high school has left Tamara terrified that any compliment she receives is actually meant in jest. A prank is a practical joke that someone will play on you. Sometimes it can be quite cruel. A prank can be all sorts of things. I played a prank on somebody I worked with before. I put a mousetrap inside a box at the candy store, and I told him to, hey, can you give me a candy bar from that box? And he reached over and bam! The mousetrap caught his finger. He was really, really angry. That was a prank, and I guess he never really forgave me for that.
That hurts.
Yeah, those mousetraps can really hurt. That is true, but he deserved it.
Yeah.
But in any case here, it was traumatizing, which means it made you feel really bad, and it's something that you can't forget. It can be traumatizing if you have a family member who gets sick or maybe even passes away, or your pet dies. That can be quite traumatizing. So now she's terrified. She's really scared. If somebody gives her a compliment, says something nice to her, she might think it's actually a practical joke, that it's a prank, that it was meant in jest. In jest means joking. You're not serious.
Yeah. Wow, that's really hard. So someone really hurt her badly. Now, Ambrose is briefly struck speechless by Tamara's confession. When she hears what happened to Tamara, because Tamara confesses or says something that's hard for her to say, she's struck speechless, which means it's hard for her to even talk for a minute. She's so shocked. Although she soon recognizes or understands that Tamara needs more than just new clothes, hair, and makeup. She needs some support and friendship and confidence. So Ambrose, or June, sets to work or gets busy working to convince Tamara of her beauty, both inside and out. It's not enough to feel like you're pretty on the outside. You have to feel pretty inside to really have true confidence. So with Ambrose's assistance here just means help, Tamara's ready for her birthday, and ultimately, or finally, this is what she's really ready for, is her new beginning.
Right, and hopefully people at her birthday party won't make fun of her. They'll actually say, wow, she looks pretty hot now.
Yeah.
And hopefully Tamara will get over that bad thing that happened in the past.
Let go of it.
And she'll actually have some confidence. Of course, there's always going to be some bad apples who will say, oh, you look really ugly or something. We can't help that, you know. There's always going to be a troll somewhere there.
Ignore those people and hang out with good people who make you feel good about yourself.
Yeah, you can't always have it 100%. But in any case, that's what's going to happen with Tamara here. So the last paragraph here sort of sums things up here. It says, to find out more about how Ambrose transforms Devin, Juanita, and Tamara into fierce fashion warriors, check out TLC's Save My Style this September, which is what it is now, September, the month of September. So this should be on TV right now as we speak. So we're talking about these fierce fashion warriors. Something's fierce when it has a lot of intensity or you're very aggressive. Okay, sometimes animals can be very fierce, like fierce lions, okay, that can be very dangerous. They might attack you. So these are very Lehigh fashion warriors. They're very fierce, they're very strong. And so these are fashion warriors such as Ms. Ambrose here. So, yeah, she's going to help people help themselves.
Yeah, if you have friends who really are great and always defend you, or you work with someone who always works really hard, sometimes we'll call these people a warrior. They're intense. They never give up. So these are fashion warriors who are fierce. So who knows? You might even learn some handy style and confidence tips for yourself if you tune in to TLC's Save My Style this September. We hope you get a chance to see it. Right now, guys, we're going to listen one more time to another fierce fashion warrior, our Chinese teacher.
到底要符合谁的品味比较好呢？在第一段的最后一句 To find a balance, Ambrose makes it clear that her makeover will not only help bring out Juanita's inner sparkle, but prove to her that she has the strength it takes to change for herself. 所以为了要找到一个平衡点 Ambrose 清楚地表明呢，他的改造不仅可以帮助 Juanita 散发出她该有的光芒，也可以证明她是有自我改变的意志力。在这里我们提到了 not only but also 就解释成为不仅怎么样而且怎么样。第三位他要帮忙的人呢，他的名字叫做 Tamara。在这里呢，我们来看一下，他其实在高中的时候，别人的恶作剧使得他呢非常的受伤。在第二段中间的句子提到 A traumatizing prank in high school has left Tamara terrified that any compliment she receives is actually meant in jest.在这里的 traumatizing 则是有使受到精神损伤的。当然咯，同学一定有记忆 trauma 这个字当作名词，就是精神创伤的意思。而 prank 则是有恶作剧，这样的恶作剧使得他呢非常的害怕。而在这里的动词 left 是 leave 的过去分词，在这里解释成为使某人处于怎么样的状态当中。像我们说台风呢使许多人无家可归，你就可以说 The typhoon left many people homeless。 而这里提到的 has left Tamara terrified， 使得他呢是处于这种惊吓惧怕的状况当中，而认为呢任何所接受到的称赞不过都是大家开玩笑而已。而这里的时尚教主所做的方式就在第二段的倒数第二句 She sets to work to convince Tamara of her beauty, both inside and out。 在这里呢，他所着手要做的事情就要说服他，其实呢不管是内在跟外在她都是美丽的。我们用的片语是 convince somebody of something。 举个例子来说He convinced me of his innocence， 就解释成为他使我相信他是无辜的。在这里 convince 就有使确信跟说明的意思。最后一段的第一句To find out more about how Ambrose transforms Devin, Juanita, and Tamara into fierce fashion warriors, check out TLC's Save My Style this September. 所以如果你想要知道更多的细节，你当然要收看9月的时尚教主帮帮忙。而在这里有一个很重要的动词 transform 则是有改变改造的意思，要搭配的介系词是 into。 OK， 以上就是今天的课文讲解，谢谢收听。
That's it for today. Thank you so much for your patience. We hope you learned a lot today, not only about English, but about having some fashion sense. We wish you the best of luck. From all of us here at English Digest, I'm Tom.
I'm Stephanie.
Goodbye.
Bye.